Coach, 4 in the top 4, 5 total place winners, 4 automatic qualifiers. Can you just talk about the weekend as a whole?
As a whole, it was good. Yeah, I mean, 4 bids is good. Historically, it's really good for us. It's more than we got last year. We're making progress. And then the fact that they were so top heavy was also huge. You know, putting 3 guys in the finals definitely, I feel like, is a huge step for our program. Something that we need to build on. But it definitely was an outstanding performance. Everything's always bittersweet. You know, there's a chance that we might leave home one of the best guys on the team. Hopefully Stephen Vestal earn a wild card. I think he deserves it, but we'll have to wait and see. So that's out of our hands. But you know, obviously as a whole, it was a good weekend.
To get a little specific, I've heard a lot of other people mention Matt Vestal, excuse me.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about sort of his performance dropping down to 133 and how well he's done since that move?
Yeah, well, he's a team player. You know, that's the bottom line. He does everything right in the room. He does everything right out of the room. You know, he was a starter for us last year at 141 pounds. I actually, over the summer, tried to convince him to go 133. He thought it would be maybe a little bit too much of a cut. Stayed at 41, was the starter for the first semester, and then Alec Moraine beat him in wrestle-off, and the first thing he said was, I want to go 33. He knew it would be the best thing for our team. You know, he made the commitment, took a lot of sacrifice, a lot of discipline, and it paid off. So, I mean, I couldn't be more happy for Matt Vestal.
Holdsworth obviously ran into Dake again in the finals, but can you just talk about his performance? He's arguably been the breakout guy on the team this year.
Yeah, without question. You know, it's funny, I've known how good he was for 3 years. I just don't think he knew it. And this year, I think he finally realized how good he was. And, you know, that's a big part of any sport, but it's a really big part of wrestling. You know, you're out there alone and nobody to rely on. And if you don't feel like you belong, and you don't feel like you should win, you're not going to win. And I always knew he had a skill set. He was always a good worker. I think he just finally started to believe in himself a little bit more, and now you see the results.
And then your champion today, Steve Santos, heck of a year for him, just 1 collegiate loss all season.
Yeah.
Just talk about him.
Yeah, I mean, I can't talk enough about him, really. He's carried the load for us for 4 years. It's clearly going to be a pretty big loss. You know, he's captain. I mean, he does everything. He does everything. But the thing that separates him, I think, from a lot of guys is just how hard he competes. We have a lot of guys that train hard and that do the right things and deserve to win. But Steve understands that it doesn't matter that you deserve to win. You still have to go out and take it. And that's what he's been able to do. And I think he has a chance to win a national title. And I think he thinks so too. So I'm excited in 2 weeks.
And your 4th automatic qualifier, Jake OHara. I think he may have wanted to finish a little higher, but still a great performance in 4th. Can you just speak a few words?
Yeah, I think Jake wrestled a good tournament. You know, I think he could have had a better match for 3rd. You know, he lost a close match in the semis to Pebbleman. He's a tough kid. He's really hard to score on, and he lost a 1-point match. I think Jake will wrestle really well at the NCAA Champions. I think he has. I really think this guy's a limit. At 57, there's a lot of good guys, but really I think everybody in the weight class is beatable. So I expect him to compete really well there. His outcome, nothing would surprise me. You know, I fully expect him to actually be on the podium. You know, last year he was 2-2. He's, you know, a round or 2 away. He can compete with everybody in the country. You know, I think that the loss for 3rd, he'll shake that off. It won't affect him in 2 weeks. He'll be ready to go. So.